US President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, is on the Federal Bureau of Investigation's radar. According to media reports, the agency has gathered enough evidence to charge him with tax crimes and making a false statement to buy a gun. Hunter Biden has been under federal investigation since 2018. The decision on whether to file criminal charges now rests with the U.S. Attorney in Delaware, David C. Weiss, who's a Trump administration holdover. Hunter Biden's lawyer said he had not been contacted by federal agents. He called all the media reports on the alleged tax fraud inherently biased, one-sided and inaccurate. Joe Biden's 52-year-old son is a lawyer and a lobbyist who's worked abroad, including in China and Ukraine. He was discharged from the US Navy in 2014 after a positive cocaine test. The initial probe into Hunter's case was centered around his finances related to his overseas businesses. However, over time, the investigation began to focus on tax fraud and false statements made on paperwork used to purchase a firearm in 2018. The younger Biden has admitted to a troubled life and a previous massive drug addiction. However, the father-son duo have denied engagement in any illegal activity. Hunter first admitted knowledge of an investigation in December 2020, saying that he was confident that an objective review will show that he handled affairs legally with the benefit of professional tax advisors. Hunter Biden has long been a target of scrutiny. Republicans have vowed to investigate him in the House of Representatives if they win a majority of seats in next month's midterm congressional elections. In September, more than 30 Senate Republicans asked Biden's Attorney General to give federal prosecutor Weiss special counsel protections and authorities to safeguard the independence of the investigation. For more on this, Susan Tarani is joining us live from New York City. Susan, how should we interpret this latest move? A step closer potentially to serious problems for Hunter Biden?
Yeah, you know, Nick, it's interesting. There's never been a shortage of evidence against Hunter Biden. What there has been is a shortage of and a lack of interest, really, to pursue this. And it seems that this leak is really putting the pressure on the Justice Department to do something and go after Hunter Biden right before the midterm elections, considering the fact that he has been accused and there's evidence against him of far more greater crimes than what we're seeing right now. So it really surpasses a lot more of this, and a bigger investigation is underway in the Senate should the Republicans take over. The concern is whether or not, if this Justice Department issue with the tax and the guns go forward, then it would hamper the other serious crimes of national security issues, and whether or not Joe Biden, the father, was involved in some kind of dealings overseas with his son, so on and so forth. It would hamper, serious issues like that. So we'll have to wait and see whether or not, how far this will go forward. But one concern that many have is that there is no talk of FARA violations, and those are related to the fact that why Hunter Biden is not registered as a foreign agent, considering the fact that as an American, for example, he's been working with China and Ukraine, and he was in a similar situation as individuals like Paul Manafort during the Trump administration. And without that FARA charge, then a lot of the accusations leveled against him and a lot of those serious accusations and questions then will be deterred, and it will only be sort of financial charges, tax, gun issues. So it's a little bit complicated, but I think many are concerned whether or not this is a deviation of perhaps bigger issues, since the story has been out for a very long time.
Susan, thank you. That was Susan Tarani joining us live from New York City.